This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting. I'm joined by Wade Plem and BJ Flores in Manchester today. Wade, how does it feel to finally be back on the Misfits scene? Does it feel nice? Does it feel familiar? Or is it totally different now, but you're fighting?
I mean, there's some familiarity, obviously. You know, I've been around since the start of this thing, so seeing familiar faces, doing familiar things like being at the press conference. But obviously, there's also different stuff here. Like, the job is different. You know, there's only one task at hand, and that's knocking this dude out. That's it, and that's all. So, obviously, commentator stuff is gone out the window. So, yeah, there's a little bit different, but there's also a little bit of the same.
Let's turn my light up a little bit.
It's a great light.
A little bit more. There we go. I'll just turn the light up a little bit. Anyway, so in terms of your mindset, you seem, even when I saw you in the lift today, people have been saying that you got a different mindset. You're more switched on now. It's less kind of happy-go-lucky Wade, and now you're locked in the zone. You have to fight on Saturday night. You're not there to do commentary or punditry. You're there to fight, and now you're locked in the zone.
I mean, you said it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything is switched. The switch has been flipped. BJ is a big part of that, and yeah, we're out of commentator mode. We're here to fight, and we're to knock this dude out. It's simple. The job is simple, and I'm going to execute on Saturday.
How was your face-off with Mariah Pinder?
Mariah Pinder's crazy. We haven't had an in-person one. We did a little virtual thing, which I'm not a big fan of, but you know, it is what it is. We do it to promote the fight, but I've only seen him a couple of times at all. So,
what'd you make of his trash talk on Twitter and online on social media?
I think that Mams is trying to feed him things to say. It doesn't look like somebody that has an original thought. But, you know, like I said, he's trying to sell the fight. He's going to do what he has to do that. But all that stuff, who gives a shit at the end of the day? Because I'm going to come in and knock him out. It doesn't really matter.
And BJ, if we bring you in here, we saw the Misfits piece the Misfits team put out, or when they came to your house. Very nice house, when I say so. It's you, Zach, and then obviously Wade there, playing a little bit of pool, doing a little bit of training. How was it all having a Wade to stay?
Well, he's worked really hard over the last 5 weeks. Obviously, I would have liked us to have more time together, but that wasn't the case. After I saw him fighting on the Qatar card, the HS fight, I reached out to him to make sure everything was going all right because, you know, I mean, I want him to be ready for a fight like that. And we kind of talked, and he came out to Phoenix shortly thereafter. We started working together. It's been a great fit. So everybody tune in Saturday night. I don't got a lot to say. This guy's not going. The fight's not going to last long. So make sure you do not go up and get a beer, get your popcorn or whatever. Make sure you stay seated because it's not going to go long. It's
not going the full. Was it 4 rounds?
I don't care if it's 2 rounds. It's not going into the late. It will not get to the 3rd round, and that's just because. He's not going to be prepared for what's going to happen in round 1, and it could be round 1. So seriously, don't leave your seat.
From a coach's perspective, what's Wade's biggest attribute?
He's got a couple, but people are going to have to watch on Saturday. I'm not going to give it away, but what I'll say is he's very he listens very well. He's got some quick twitch fibers that I didn't know he had. We're working on bringing them out more. But he's a collegiate athlete. He's got a little bit of background where he can, you know, I'm not asking him to do something that's out of the realm of possibility. He can do what I'm asking. It's just different movements for the muscle memory. But once he gets it going, and once he gets the technique and the fundamentals, he's going to be dialed in. It's going to be a lot of fun over the next 18 months to see, like, what kind of noise he can cause in the Misfit scene. It's going to be fun, I'll say that.
The next 18 months, that sounds like quite a long time.
Yeah. I mean,
here to stay, huh?
We'll see. We got Saturday first, and that's all I'm focused on. Is knocking this dude out, and then what comes from that, we'll take it from there, and I'll listen to Coach, and what Coach says we do.
And a question for you, BJ. You train quite big punchers. Jake Paul's a big puncher. Josh Bruckner's a big puncher. Tristan Ham's a big puncher. Is Wade a big puncher?
Well, you're going to have to find out on Saturday, Fred. Like I said, I've told you, I've warned you, don't leave your seat. All my guys are punchers. We're not going in there trying to get decisions. We're trying to score knockouts. Fans want to see knockouts. Knockouts are exciting. We're not trying to go to the scorecards in this scene. We got to be knocking these guys out, and that's what I expect. So you'll see. But Wade's got a heavy hands.
And have you decided on your nickname?
We have the concept on the back here, but BJ has had his fair share of goes at it. He likes a couple of different ones. So.
I like Wade the Breakdown Plem.
So BJ likes, what did we say? It was, Zach said it was such a good one too. Oh, the Pride of Knoxville. That one I really enjoy.
I'm gonna say like Wade's a Tennessee guy. He loves Tennessee. He talks about Tennessee. He's got the Tennessee volunteer trunks. Like for 5 weeks, I learned more about Tennessee probably than I cared to learn. But you know what? It's part of who he is. It's part of his persona. And I think the pride of Knoxville is perfect. That's all he talks about. You know what I mean? So I think fighting out of the red corner, the pride of Knoxville.
Are you the red corner?
I don't know what corner I'll be in.
Whatever, red, blue, whatever it is. But I mean, the pride of I think it's got a nice ring to it, and I thought it made sense. Yeah.
That sounds pretty good then. Have you got the ring walk music sorted?
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna have it finalized tonight. But yeah, I got it sorted. I mean, it's pretty. If you know me and you know I'm a big Tennessee guy, it's not gonna be hard to guess what I come with.
Okay.
Morgan Wallen, 100%. I don't even know.
Morgan Wallen.
From the last 5 weeks hanging out with this guy, I guarantee it's gonna be something like that.
Well, has Wade ruined the music vibe in the gym? I can imagine Tristan Ham and Josh Brown have kind of rap music, quite hardcore music.
Tristan's on that like heavy metal shit or whatever. I don't know what Tristan's on. It just depends on what mood Tristan's in. Wade kind of goes with everything. He'll get country, he'll like rap, he'll like everything. So it's kind of just depends on what the mood is, if we're in a violent mood or not.
Speaking of violence, has Wade dropped anyone in sparring?
Well, I mean, that's sparring is sparring, so we don't really, talk too much about that. But I will say I have him sparring with real professionals because I don't want to put him in a situation where he gets out there and feels like he's seeing something he hasn't seen before. So in the gym, it's a lot harder than what we'll see on Saturday night. I got him sparring with 2 different pros that have experience, and they put some heat on him. So I like getting ready in the lab and not leaving anything to chance. So it's hard to drop real professionals when they're going hard.
I can only imagine myself. And then, provided you get the win on Saturday, obviously I've got to remain non-biased. Tikkytokky will be next.
Yeah, I mean, we're here. That guy's got personal stuff he's got to figure out, so we don't worry about what other people are figuring out. We'll be here. It could be him. It could be anybody. So when we get this win, like I said, what Coach says, we'll do.
Do you believe that HS is scared, BJ?
No, I don't think he's scared. I don't know what his deal is. I mean, I've never heard of somebody having so many fights fall out. I've never heard that. So maybe it's a personal life. Got to get that in order. I'm not sure what it is, but that's a big problem. Obviously, he was going to fight in Qatar. He was going to fight in Teo Ritchie last year. He was going to have another fight. He was going to fight Wade like every time. So now I'm kind of like, whenever I hear his name, I'm just like, whatever. I don't really take it too serious.
And before I let you guys go, prediction for the main event: Darren Till and Anthony Taylor. Who have you got for this one?
I'm taking Anthony Taylor. I am. I think, without getting too deep into it, he has the tools to get the job done, and Darren's just doesn't have the boxing experience yet to deal with him.
I know, 80's a massive underdog in the bookies, so some money to win there. But for you, BJ, you're an expert of this stuff. Who are you picking?
I'm going to say, look, the only thing that makes it interesting to me is AT at 195, and his last fight was 175. So that's a big advantage Till's going to have, but a massive advantage AT is going to have. He's got 9 boxing fights over the last 3 years, and Darren Till doesn't have any. This is not MMA. This is very different. It's like, I don't expect, Darren Till to go out there and just manhandle AT at all. So I think if it gets into the 4th, 5th round, I think Darren Till's going to find himself in trouble.
Okay, well, guys, we'll find out. I'll see you guys after the presser, but as always, I'll see you in the rest of the fight week. Thanks, guys. Cheers.